So I'm going to give you an analogy here. You have two camps, one on your left and one on your right. The camp on your left are the group of people that are doing things that they know they shouldn't be doing. They're masturbating, watching porn, lusting over women, social media, endlessly scrolling. They're just wasting their life. And then you have the other camp. These are people that do things that they do what they say they're going to do. They have the winning self-image. They speak life. They have abundance mindset. They see the good in everything. They pull out the best in people. Now, what helped me go from one camp to the other was making a simple decision. The Latin root word of decision comes from genocide, to cut off. Like you have to literally remove yourself from the old version. You have to completely remove that identity. Everything is an identity. You have an identity right now, and what you need to do in order to get to the better version of yourself is you need to get rid of that identity that you're currently operating off of, the identity that's probably in that camp that's doing things that they know they shouldn't be doing. So what you need to do is develop an awareness that, okay, I know what I'm doing right now is not helping me progress and helping me grow and evolve. I'm wasting my life. Who do I need to become to achieve these accolades that I want in life? Who do I need to be? Who do I need to show up for? Who is that? When I was a kid and I looked up to that hero, who was that person? What kind of characteristic traits did that person have? How do I become that person? Start asking yourself these questions. And once you develop that awareness, you recognize this is the identity that I'm currently operating off of, and this is the identity that I need to operate off of so that I can live that life, so I can become that dude. So I can acquire these characteristic traits and get the girl, get the car, get the business, and have all of these accolades to become the person that I know I can be. You need to develop an awareness first. Maybe right now you're at a point in your life where you're masturbating, you're wasting your time when you know you should be building a business, you're scrolling on social media, when you're working your job, you're not really working your job, you're kind of just going through the motions, like maybe it just doesn't hurt bad enough. I got to a point in my life where I'm an extremist. I hated that person so much where I got to the point where I would look at that camp and I'd be like, I hate that camp. I hate that I belong in that camp. I am sick and tired of belonging in that camp. I've done too much in my life to get to where I'm at right now to belong in that camp. It's a pride thing, but really what it is, it's a sign that I know that I have God within me. You have God within you. You have His powers, and you're wasting His powers. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants you to waste his powers on things that you know you shouldn't be doing. That's why you belong in that camp right now. You may try to proclaim that I don't belong in this camp. No, you're ignorant to the fact, and that's why most people walk through life. Ignorance is bliss. They'd rather just not know. But if you open up and you become aware of, this is where I'm at, this is where my shortcomings are, now, who do I need to become? I need to be the hero that I needed when I was a kid. That's the easiest way to define the winning self-image. Go back to when you were a kid. Who was that person, that man's man, that hero that you always looked up to? Write it out, figure out who you need to be, the characteristic traits that you need to acquire to become that person. And over time, you may not know how, but over time, the path will enlighten itself. You'll figure it out. You will figure out how to acquire those characteristic traits to upgrade yourself so that you can become that dude. It's all it is. It's just a decision to cut off. The Latin root word of decision, cut off. It's another word for genocide. Like, you need to just completely remove that old version of yourself. You need to make a change. Wayne Dyer said, when the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of change, that's when you change. Are you ready to change? If you're ready to change today, first get a good look at who you are right now. Fuck, man, this is where I'm at. This is all my shortcomings. All right, now this is who I need to be. This is where I want to go, and I'm going to get to work. And every time when you deviate from that path, you need to go back at that other camp, the camp that you used to belong in, and get disgusted with it. It's a pride thing, but really what it is, it's a strength from God. God gave me these powers. He gave me this strength to be able to belong in this camp and develop this person that I know I can be. You're wasting your life. The devil has control of you. He's controlling you. He's literally moving you around like a puppet. I was fucking pissed off when I started to realize that. And started to realize that everybody in that camp that I was in were doing that stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't belong in that camp anymore. Every time when I was about to go back to that camp, I think about how that camp made me feel. I got so emotionally involved with that idea, I was disgusted. And it built up that strength to be able to not do the thing that I was about to do. Now, I'm telling you this right now, and I'm keeping it real with you because all the best coaches that I've had throughout history were the toughest on me. I'm being real with you, man. This is just what it takes if you want to become a better version of yourself and acquire these characteristic traits to become the man that you or woman that you know you can be. The best coach that I ever had, his name was Alex. He's from Belarus, thick Russian accent, was in the Olympics, my gymnastics coach. And he broke all of us, everybody on our team. He broke us down to the point where we basically were able to build a whole new identity. We were able to see through the cracked door of the person that we could be. And once he showed us that, once he opened that cracked door, then he began to really get to work and reprogram us. Right now, I want you to break yourself down. Maybe there's a person in your life right now that's already breaking you down so that you can rebuild your identity. Look through that cracked door of the person that you know you can be, and they give you the blueprint. Coach Alex, he gave me the blueprint. And over time, I started to become better in gymnastics. Very, very fast, a lot faster than I thought. I was able to do things that I never thought I was capable of doing, but with him, by him breaking me down, removing that old identity of how I looked at myself in the sport of gymnastics, and then building me a new identity, I was able to just collapse time frames. And you can do that with anything. You can do that in academics, you can do that in business, you can do that in the gym. Every area, every aspect of your life, you have to break yourself down to rebuild yourself to that new identity. Are you willing to go through it? Are you willing to just destroy the entire house that you already built to then rebuild something so much bigger? A lot of people, they're years in and they're like, man, I'm cool. I'm just gonna settle where I'm at. Man, this is what me and my buddy from the south side of Chicago would always say. Let them other people settle for less. Me and you, we're not gonna settle. Let them other people settle for less. We're not settling. We expect, that's a better word, we expect the best. Nothing but the best. And the reason why we expect nothing but the best is because we put in the work. We've broken ourselves down and began to rebuild ourselves, that new identity of the person that we know we could be. I'm not going back to that old life, man. I've done too much work now. I'm not gonna go and masturbate. I'm not gonna go and waste that energy, because I know I can direct that ball of energy into my business, into serving, creating, building something that can actually impact the world. You have this inside of you. You just have to become aware of it. And that's the biggest thing. You gotta become aware of your shortcomings and where you're at, and that you've probably spent the last couple years, maybe last couple decades of your life, building a shit house. Remember the big bad wolf? What did he do to those two pigs? Pig's home. What was it, the wooden house and then the straw house? Man, he blew that thing down. But the brick house, he wasn't able to blow it down. So right now, you may have a straw house that you just need to completely have the wolf come in and blow that thing down. But once you have that thing blown down, you can then realize, all right, it's blown. This is all the shortcomings. This is what's been holding me back. Now, this is what I need to do. These are the steps that I need to take. These are the people that I need to have in my life. These are the programs that I need to enroll into in order to build the brick home that'll last me a lifetime. So maybe it just doesn't hurt bad enough yet for you. But for the 1% of you that's watching this, maybe it does. And if it does, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I had the wolf come in and blow that house down, and I rebuilt it brick by brick. And there were times where I was building the brick house, and I'd build the brick house up a little bit, and then the bricks would fall down. And I just have to, all right, I gotta go and pick that brick back up and put it back on. And it's gonna take a lot longer than you think, and it's gonna be a lot harder than you think. But if you realize that, and you are okay with that, then you're gonna just get there so much faster. Trust me.